Hello and welcome to this tutorial on HTML and CSS. So in this tutorial we are going to make this beautiful navbar. So whenever I click on one of these, you see there's this animation and this one appears, then this one, and back to the beginning, this one. So this is what we're going to make today. Now in order to make this, first of all we need to, I just created a folder, I call it 4. Then I have created an HTML file, so index.html, and I need a boilerplate, so I would just type in exclamation mark and then press tab, and this generates this boilerplate for me. Then we need to connect this HTML file to our styles.css so that it knows where to draw the styling from. So we just type in link, and then you can see among suggestions, so I just click tab again and this happens, and styles again, suggestions, tab again. Okay, now we have connected our HTML to our CSS. So we also need some icons like these. So we get these icons from fontawesome.com and version 5 actually. In order to get these we need to connect to the CDN, so get the CDN link. So from CDN.js you can get the first link here, and I just copy link tag. I will go back, and right above our style sheet I just paste the FontAwesome CDN, and we're all set for now. Now what we need to make is a navbar, as I just said. Let me bring it up again. So here we need this navbar fixed and stuck to the left actually. So that is what we're going to do. Let's grab this icon from FontAwesome. So you just simply search user and this happens. Start using the icon. You copy this and you go back to your editor. Inside the body tag, let's make a nav tag for navbar. Inside the nav tag let's have some a tags for just clicking on them, and then inside our a tag we can have our FontAwesome icons. Now if we go back, but before going back let me show you something. So we can have a live server, and in order to have a live server so that you see the changes so fast, you can go to extensions, and here you can simply type live server and install this live server. Now if you simply right click inside your HTML and open with live server, it will open up this server for us, and also this is the icon. So I'm going to actually copy and paste it inside my Firefox. So like here. Okay, now we have this icon here which is also like a tag, like a button. Now we need to create some more of these, so I will go to my editor and let me make 4 more. Instead of user, this time I want something about experience, so maybe like briefcase. So if I click, you will see this is a briefcase, and instead of this one, something for skills, so like cog, and for the last one like what is it, like contact, so maybe envelope. Save this, you go back, and these changes are applied instantly. Now I don't want them to be aligned horizontally but vertically like that, so I need to do some changes inside my CSS. Now before doing anything, there is some margin here, you can see. I don't want the default margin of the browser, so I'm going to set everything to 0. So margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box. Yeah, Google this one, is very important. Now I need to do something about my nav. So my nav, so we need I need my nav to be positioned like fixed, like it should be fixed to the left. So I say position and fixed. And how far should it be from the left? 0. So it should be stuck to the left. Good. Now let's also give it a background color for now. A background color of yeah, something like that. And you see it's got a background color like so. Okay, now let's make it vertical. So to change this into vertical position, we need some flex box. So display flex, but the direction of the flex should be column. Now you see column now, but they're so close to each other, so let's just make some space. But we should give it a height as well now, and the height of that navbar, I want it to be 100 viewport height. That is the height of the screen. Now you can see it's been extended all the way down. Now let's create some spaces between these. So in order to create some space, I simply say justify content for flexbox, and there should be space around. Let's save this, go back. Now you see, cool. Okay, now the padding is terrible, so we need some padding to the right and to the left so that there is some space, and also the size should be a bit bigger. Now we can simply change actually the size of these font awesome icons right here. I can say far and 3x, and it will kind of the change would be like 3 times bigger than the default one. So let's save this, go back, and now you see this. Cool. Okay, now some padding to the left and right. So nav padding, I don't want any padding for top and bottom, but I want some padding for left and right. So let's just say 1.5 rem. Yes, awesome. Now we have this. The color is terrible. We will change the color later, no worries. Okay, now we are done with this part, so let's get to this section. So I just want to put everything in a main tag, and then I want to say section 1 for this, section 2 for this, section 3 and section 4. And then I want to position them as absolute so that all of them are on top of each other. And whenever I click on this, one of them shows up. Yeah? Okay, so let's get back. Index here. Main. Now here we need some sections. So section, and let's just give it some ID of personal, or actually user. Yeah, just user. And now you see we have this. Inside that, let's just have a simple h1 tag of personal info. And we need to create like 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 of these, right? So I just come here, 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah. So this one, ID of what was that, experience? Yeah. So let's say experience. Here the text like my experience. This one, ID of skills, and the text something like my skills, and the ID for this one contact, and here my contact info. Okay, so we are done with all the HTML part now. So we have made the nav, we have made the main. Now let's get to styling now. Okay, so what do we want? We want the sections to be actually to the right, and also we want every part. Well, let's take a look at the actual result. So you see all of them are just under this, right? All of them are down below this. So we need to change them now. Okay, Okay, so the way we do that is we specify the section, like every section should have a, let's go here, every section should have a height of 100 VH. So if I do that and save, go back, you see this is the first section, and then this one is the next one, occupies all the page, this one. So yeah, okay, now and then, but I don't want them to be one after the other but on top of each other. So the position, I should say, should be absolute. And what is the distance from the top? Nothing. What about the left? Nothing. And another thing is that actually now they are visible. So now you see they're all here on top of each other. So I want to move all of them like to the center and try to make them invisible, so that they are not visible unless someone clicks on something. So I need to have a width of 0. So I would say the width of this thing, this section, should be 0. So 0. And also opacity 0. Now in order to bring them to the center of the page, display flex as always, and then I need to justify content center. So this is how you center a text using an element using flexbox, and also align items, also center. Now do I need anything else? Let me see. Now you cannot see them. Okay, the only thing that I need is when I click, there should be smooth transition, like for them to appear. So how long do I want it to take for them to appear? So let's just say transition. All of it is in, and I don't want it to take that long actually, but maybe, yeah, 0.4 seconds. Okay. And what about the heading? So these headings, what about these now? How should they, what is their color? So the color is by default black. So, but I just need some opacity. So I would just say section H1, and I want also the H1 to be invisible and only visible when someone clicks, and then I want some sort of animation applied to it. So it would take some, like 1 second, for example, to go from opacity 0 to opacity 1. That's why I just set it to 0. Now, okay, now we have everything set, invisible parts, and cool. Now, how can I make this? How can I just target the sections by clicking? So you see that this one, this A tag, if I click on it, oops. So if I click on it, nothing happens here. It doesn't go anywhere. But it should. So I just go and I give this ID. So if I click on the first, it should take me to user. If I click on the second, I want it to take me to experience. If I click on the third, I want it to take me to skills, and for the last one I want it to take me to contact, that is to this section. So now if I click, take a look. So if I click on this one, now you see user. So if it was visible, it would take me to that section. This one changes it to experience. Alright, cool. Okay, now that we have this in place, now we need to target now sections. So here we say so section target. Okay, so now what is it gonna do? So oops, so section target, what should happen? First of all, I want the opacity to become 1, because opacity was 0, right? it was invisible. So as soon as someone targets this by clicking on that A tag, the opacity should go from 0 to 1. That is, it should be visible. And what about the width? So we gave a width of 0, right? You see, it was 0. Now I want it to be as wide as it can. Now, what else? And then let me just check again. So if I just click on, oops, we have lost this. Oh, okay, yeah, because now we need some z index so that it just comes on top. Yeah, okay, let me give you what I mean. So in order to be, so let me just show you z index. Yeah, let's just say 10. Nothing yet. Okay, this is a bit weird. So what did we do wrong here? So the section, oh, the nav. Yeah, so okay, let's give this one z index so that it comes on top now. Let's give it an index of 100. Okay, now it's working, yeah. Okay, so now it's on top of other elements. So if I click on these, you see again it goes there, but nothing happens here, of course, so far. Okay. Now we let me see what else we need. Okay. So now let's also target H1 now that we are here. So this one should also go from 0 to 1, right? So this is only opacity, width, and height as well. So let's just give it a height as well. Height of 100%. And then left 0 as well. Yeah. Now also let's target this one. So the same, but we add H1. So when someone targets this, something should happen to this as well. And what is it? We want some animation. So let's just say animation, and we need all this information. Let's just give it a name, like fade in. You can choose whatever name you want, and then it should, let me get rid of this. Forwards and seconds. Yeah, and yeah, maybe also after 2 seconds I want this to happen. Now we need to define this name that we gave it. So this is the name of our animation. So we should go like keyframes. So keyframes, the name, was it no, not here. Yeah, so this is the name. And so when it's 100%, I want this to be opacity 100, well, sorry, 1. Yeah. So when this is done, that is after 2 seconds, I want the opacity of when someone clicks on section, like, yeah, those tags in the menu, in the nav bar. After 2 seconds, I want the H1 to go from the opacity of 0 to 1. Yeah. Okay. Now let's see what we have done so far. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Awesome. So now we have them. We have them all here. Now the only thing we need to do is to change also the background color according to different things. Yeah. Okay, let's now change the background color. So maybe we can put it under nav. It's, yeah, I think it's, or yeah, the end. Okay, let's just put it here. So the first one was user. Now the user needs the background color, and the background color, let's just give him some random colors for now, actually. And What about the icon? We want the icon to have also the same color. That is this icon, file user, right? So we want the icon to have also the same color as the section. So teal, color teal. Now let's check. So you see now it's the color is teal. If I click, this happens. Awesome. Now the rest as well. So let's go back and let's give each some different colors. Now the next one was the skills, right? So skills and the background color and tomato. Okay, it was far cog, I guess, and the color should be also tomato. Let's check. Nice. And what was the other one? It was cog and projects. Yeah, projects, I guess. Yeah, so projects, background color of yellow. I don't like yellow at all, but anyways. And it was for briefcase, if I'm not mistaken. For briefcase, yeah. And yellow. And let's go for the last. Well, let's just leave the last one. Huh? This is so ugly. It's just actually very childish. So, but you get the idea. Oops, why didn't it change? For briefcase. So what was wrong? Projects. What's projects? No, it was skills and experience. So I think it was skills. Yeah, we had skills. Oh, so this one was experience actually. Yeah. Okay, so look at that. Now if we just want to make it actually more, let's say, decent, so you can simply go to colorhunt.co. It's already .com. Oh, color hunt. Oh, colorhunt.co must be this one. Yeah, and here you can find different color palettes, and you can apply some more decent colors to this. But you know how it works anyways now. Yeah, this is a cool project, isn't it? Yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening.